Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Hispanic people, and I'll tell you what, our poll numbers have gone through the roof. With black and Hispanic have gone through the roof. And I like that. I like that. I like that. So we're going to take care of it. You will be, I'll tell you, if everything works out, if everybody gets out and votes on January 5th or before, it used to be you'd have a date. Today you can vote 2 months before, probably 3 months after. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
This election is about two very different visions for our nation. One, his, focused on the past. The other, ours, focused on the future.
Wow. Even on a normal weekend, but when I take a Monday off for Sexy Liberal, that's a lot of Trump crazy and treason and how many other things Jody sandwiched into. It's like a burrito of
treason berries.
Weird, mixed with dementia, mixed with treason, mixed with more criming. Okay, so
did he really listen to Ave Maria for 40 minutes?
Yes,
okay.
yes,
not just
yes,
Ave Maria.
Yes. Thank God they're finally kicking that whole weird thing. Several people fainted, and he said, "Would anyone else like to faint? Please raise your hand." You know what we could do though? We could have a little music. And then he stood there for 40 minutes. This is okay. When the aliens come, if this isn't the time capsule, there was Ave Maria, YMCA, and James Brown. It's a man's world.
And
November
Partio.
Rain. And November Rain from Guns N' Roses.
Correct.
And yes.
Okay.
YMCA. Yes.
I will go with you.
Yeah. Well, November's coming. We'll see if it's a man's world, but put a pin in that. Anyway. What? Oh, my God.
Can we put a pin in that and pop it?
Oh, yeah. They played Sinead O'Connor, too.
Oh, that's...
Nothing
also,
compares to you.
Someone said it best on Twitter, but vote for the person that knows how to apply makeup. What is going on?
I know.
What is...
I think he's in a
I made the joke
booth.
on stage Saturday. I didn't realize other people made it too, but I said if he gets any darker, he's going to have to deport himself.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but it's also like there's a clear line where he did not blend.
Right.
I think he's in a tanning booth because of his eyes, because you wear those covers.
Oh,
that's what I think he's doing.
Okay, so yeah, he was just swaying awkwardly, and noted puppy killer Christy Nome was
Trying to help him.
kind of imitating whatever stupid dance Grampy was doing, and I don't. Okay, and then did
Was
he
she
also
doing a double handy J?
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
Also, one of the guys being taken out on a stretcher, I think he said he needs to lose weight. The poor guy that had fainted and was being taken out because Donald Trump,
Obviously in great
beautiful
shape.
beach body.
That we all have readily available. If that were the case, the former president, I presume, would be behind by.
This is going to get.
It's gonna
Just
get
strap
worse.
yourselves in.
It's going to get worse from here on out. It's going to get worse.
Wow.
Because
Also,
it's
use
so
the
close.
military against his political opponents. Just the normal stuff. Where's the Jake Tapper one? Just this party. This is what they've become, just twisting themselves into pretzels to try to deny Trump's latest atrocious thing that he said, anti-democratic, sociopathic, whatever.
It's 20 and 21.
Okay, 20, yeah.
I don't think that he's referring to elected people in America. But
I'm literally reading his quotes. I'm literally reading his quotes to you, and I played them earlier so you could hear that they were not made up by me. He's literally talking about, quote, radical left lunatics, and then one of those lunatics he mentioned was Congressman Adam Schiff.
Jake,
but I'm talking about Donald Trump saying that he wants to use the National Guard and the military to go after the left. That's what he's saying.
I don't believe that's what he's saying. But listen, you and I are going to argue about that. But I would suggest if you would also.
I played the quote and I read it to you.
If you would also
you
balance
can wish that he weren't saying that, but that's what he's saying.
Oh my God. This is a normal Governor Sweater Vest from Virginia, supposedly. Just twisting themselves into pretzels. I mean, someone who would know, Defense Secretary Mark Esper said Trump should be taken seriously when he talks about using the military against political opponents. Would you like me to read the quote exactly? Chris, Donald Trump said this.
Okay, let's do this.
Uh-oh.
If very sick people, radical left lunatics, it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military. Went on to cite Adam Schiff specifically as an example of one such lunatic, calling him a total sleazebag and the enemy from within.
Huckleberry Hound.
Oh, I already told you before I said it, Donald Trump.
Damn it. I'm so bad at this.
You have a really bad short-term memory.
They were calling the anecdote in Esper's book about Trump asking about shooting protesters in 2020. As you wrote, you said, you quoted him as saying, can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something. Do you fear he would try to utilize the National Guard and the military against U.S. citizens? Yes, I do, said Esper. Okay. We have Noel Kassler, excuse me.
Casper?
He is a friendly ghost.
Kassler, the friendly ghost comic, will be here. But I know we're all like, this will be just a long 3-week stretch of gastroenteritis. Because, right, you see one poll, Kamala's up 2 or 3, then there's another hit, they're tied. You're just like, how?
Don't pay attention to the polls.
I know, it's hard.
We have a sexy liberal in between now and then.
Right? That'll do it. And we will save the world. That's why it's called the Save the World Tour.
Yes, we will.
Thank you. Yeah, Stuart Stevens said, I get all the despair about how 47% of voting America is supporting a mentally unfit dictator wannabe, but it's likely that the 51% don't. And there are numerous opportunities over the next few weeks to make sure those 47% lose. People can donate, knock on doors, write postcards, phone bank, and most importantly, vote. Don't despair, just win. It's like Michelle Obama said, do something. I think it's the only recipe right now for our... Are we having a nervous breakdown? I think we are. Is it our 19th nervous breakdown, America?
No.
Is anyone keeping count? We're at like 11 billion.
We've gone way past the Rolling Stones at this point. We've gone way past.
Here's the tragedy I always talk about. Only half of America votes. So when that's to me the problem I just really hope in my lifetime we address to a better degree. Because that is just that's why I'm wearing it's the democracy stupid t-shirt, but that involves voting. But anyway, when you're feeling overwhelmed, only half of America votes. So if we believe the polls and it's tied, that means half. So it's like a quarter of the country.
Right.
We are not overwhelmed. Oh, my God, there's so many of them.
Right.
It's probably 25% of the country. And but I know it's, man, Jody, I was thinking misogyny and or racism, hell of a drug if these polls are correct. I'm like, this has got to be the most unqualified man ever. Felon, rapist, I mean, clearly in the midst of, I think, the Washington Post, thank you for coming late to the party, finally writing a story about his obvious mental and cognitive decline. I mean, we are watching a crazy person. Anyway, I brought up Noel because I think it was, I don't know, our friend Joe Walsh, Rick Wilson, somebody, that sort of understands the right-wing mindset. Because we can't get our minds around it. And they said they know he's lying. They don't care.
Exactly.
Because we're like, our heads are exploding like it's scanners.
Right.
We're like, what? Yeah.
They love the lib trolling.
What's that?
They love the lib trolling.
Guess, yeah.
That's what it is. I worked in that world for 4 years. Yeah. I know what works. That's what works with that mindset.
Right. But you just go the most obvious con man liar in the history of this country. But I think we're going to make...
But he pisses off the people that they hate. That is what they like about them.
You can't even... Look at this. This is from taking one day off. This is Trump jokes about being shot after he's told a couple's son died in war. I mean...
And Kristi Noem literally went, no, he was shot.
I mean, and of course we're going to call Bolt on this latest quote-unquote assassination attempt. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's a Trump supporter.
I can't... Thank you. And you were saying it yesterday, Chris. The sheriff is a Trumper who's making this seem like some... And you're like...
Yeah, and he's been an attention seeker, too. And so he was bending what happened out there to his own idea of what should have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
He was looking for attention.
Carlos said it, I think, on Twitter, like, expect an assassination attempt every weekend until the election.
Only on the weekends.
It plays into his whole, I'm a victim, and oh, God, I'm such a martyr and a hero. Yep. I remember when we were in New York for the show, of course they're selling the stupid bloody ear and the fist T-shirt behind the flag. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yep. I mean, Noel Kassler called Bolt on the first one. I mean, it's just the whole thing. You can forgive us for going, it's all sketchy. But this one, wait, these details. Hold, please. Hold your thoughts.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get through the latest awful story. Yes. So he cracked a joke about being shot. Tell me this is not exactly what we think it is. It's like PR stunts.
Yeah.
After he was introduced to a Gold Star family who lost their son in Afghanistan, he said, "We have a Gold Star family. Come on up here." As they approached the stage, Trump said, "It's a little hard to get up since I got shot. It made it more difficult. Perhaps that's the way it's supposed to be." Oh, my God. Their son is dead. And he's...
And if you look at his ear, there is no scar.
There's no scratch on his ear. Oh, my God. Yes, the man arrested with guns outside Trump's rally in Coachella Valley on October 12th had spoken about assassination attempts against the former president less than 2 weeks earlier with a retired Army lieutenant colonel who calls himself Trump's Secretary of Retribution. Why do all these douchebags need to be named Miller, like Stephen Miller? This guy's name is Vern Miller?
Yep. I'm sorry.
I thought it was Vem Miller.
I think it's Vem.
Vem?
Vem.
As in a Venn diagram?
Yeah.
That's
no,
Ven
that's Ben.
With an N.
This is Vem.
Vem with an N.
As in them with a V.
Vem, Ve, V.
Yeah. Explains a lot about his parents.
Vive Vem.
He interviewed retired Colonel Ivan Raiklin, known for circulating a deep state target list against Trump's political enemies. Oh my God, does this get rabbit holey? He said the guy with guns that was just arrested outside the Trump rally said to this lunatic colonel somebody, "You know, you inspire me. This episode's actually going to be called, 'What are we going to do once they steal the election?' Because that's certain, 100% certainty they're going to steal this, and we need to be prepared." So the Colonel Crazypants said they're going to continue to try to assassinate Trump. I already got a plan in response to that and what should take place. This Colonel Crazypants previously had said on Alex Jones, oh, dear God, here we go. Option 2 behind Trump is going to be so much better for us and so much worse for them, meaning assassinating him, right? Mm-hmm. He said, Jones said, I was about to say if they kill him, that's a best case scenario. From a sick level medium, oh, please kill him. It's so good after that. Referring to Trump. The Captain Crazypants said, it's going to be the best cleansing and fastest cleansing we've ever seen in my lifetime. ISF with almost certainty, with the highest level of confidence. If they assassinate Trump, it's so game over for them. So this Riverside County Sheriff, Chad Bianco, a fervent Trump supporter, said, they arrested Miller. He was arrested for illegal firearms, which they don't think there should be any firearms law. So Trump wasn't anywhere even there.
Right.
Bianco said, if you're asking me right now, I probably did have deputies that prevented the assassination attempt.
Right.
Miller
he convicted this guy with that one statement before going to any jury.
Right.
That's highly irresponsible for the main law enforcement person of that county.
Miller denied everything that happens with him is sketch.
Yes.
Do you see? Of course, he has never released a medical record, and Kamala is in excellent health, and she's like, she can't serve. She's got allergies. Very serious. Oh my God.
Take some Claritin.
She sneezes on it.
Take a Claritin. Okay. So anyway, Miller denied he had any intent to assassinate Trump, calling himself 100% a Trump supporter in an interview with Fox News. One of Miller's partners at whatever Crazypants network angrily posted on X that Miller's arrest was retribution from the deep state. This is how far down we are in this rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. So now they're blaming the deep state for arresting a Trump supporter that's caught with guns at a okay. If he had guns in his car that were illegal, whoop-de-doo, as a pro-Second Amendment advocate, asked me if I give it about a good guy with a gun in an unsafe hole like California.
Wow.
I can't even get my mind around all the levels of crazy there.
A manure farm in Coachella is probably one of the safest places
I'm out.
Ever.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Why did he have it in manure
As
farm?
Francis Callier said, after I
ordered,
ordered,
the farm probably gave it to him for free.
After I ordered broccoli at a barbecue restaurant in Kansas City.
That was the
Francis Callier.
What were you
Francis
thinking?
Callier just said, I'm out.
That's like going to a fried chicken place and asking for boiled chicken.
I wasn't that hungry, and I wanted collard greens, and they didn't have them, so I got broccoli.
All right. Why would at least gotten it with barbecue sauce?
You can't get collard greens in the Midwest. That's a Southern thing.
I didn't know that.
How do you not?
I wasn't that hungry, but I wanted something healthy. So
you went to a barbecue restaurant to get something healthy?
I wanted to hang out with Frangela.
I had cheese with corn at that place.
I don't care what
you don't get healthy things.
Your 1,000-pound block of muscle body.
There's no denying it, the vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.